Okay, let's dive into something that's really shaking things up in music video creation, especially for rap and hip hop artists.
Yeah, there's this new AI model people are talking about.
Exactly. We've been looking at this article about Google's Veo3 AI, and our mission here really is to unpack how this tech is lowering those, huge traditional barriers for artists wanting high-quality videos.
Right, because normally making a decent video means big money or needing serious technical know-how or, well, a whole crew. It's a lot.
That expense, that complexity, that's exactly what this VO3 seems designed to tackle based on the source material anyway.
Totally. And what's kind of striking is how it bundles capabilities together. Things that used to need, like, multiple different tools and experts.
So let's get into the how. The article mentions generating video with synchronized audio just from text. That feels like the big change, right? Cuts out a ton of work.
Precisely. That's the core thing.
Yeah.
It spits out realistic HD video that's already synced to your audio track, just from a description you type in.
So you basically bypass filming, bypass a lot of editing.
Yeah, essentially. With one command, more or less.
And there was something specific about music, wasn't there? This virtual rapper idea.
Yes. This is super relevant for hip-hop. The source talks about this unique feature.
Mm.
It can generate characters like an avatar, or maybe based on the artist, and make their lips perfectly sync with the rapping or singing.
Whoa!
So it effectively creates this virtual rapper whose mouth just automatically matches the lyrics, the beat, auto-aligned.
So an artist could just generate a visual of themselves performing perfectly lip-synced without ever needing a camera. That feels, wow, pretty game-changing.
Yeah, potentially transformative.
And what's the visual quality like? What do the articles say?
It generates 1080p HD. The source calls it cinematic visuals. Apparently, the AI is smart enough now to handle complex camera moves, lighting,
Uh-huh.
and it even gets physics better, so like action or dance scenes look more real. And again, this is all generated, no actual filming gear.
Okay, and flexibility. Can you control the style?
Completely. You guide it with text, like give me this kind of vibe, but the source also says you can feed it a reference image.
Oh, like a photo of the artist.
Exactly, to keep it looking on brand. And it does all sorts of styles, photorealistic, anime, you name it. So you can match the video's look to the music. The main thing is that tight audio-visual sync for music videos. That's what it's built for.
Right, and speed. Because trying out video ideas traditionally takes forever.
That's another huge shift. The article says it generates clips fast, like
Yes.
in minutes.
Emits.
Yeah, so you can iterate like crazy, try out a bunch of visual concepts for one song really quickly.
Okay, powerful stuff. But the claim, no technical skills needed, that sounds almost too easy. How does it actually work for the user?
Well, the source emphasizes this really user-friendly prompt interface. It's more like, chatting with an AI assistant. You just describe the video you imagine in plain language.
Like, show me rapping on a rooftop at sunset.
Yeah, or even more abstract stuff. It's available through simple web platforms, apps, designed for, and this is a quote, content creators of all skill levels. So the learning curve is meant to be, like, minimal.
Interesting.
Apparently, one user made a clip that was so convincing, it fooled their parents into thinking it was real footage.
Ah, okay. And it handles the technical bits automatically, like syncing cuts to the beat.
Yes, that's key for music. It automatically syncs lip movements, aligns edits to the rhythm. It's designed to understand musical structure, basically. So you focus on the creative vision.
It's like having a production team just by describing what you want.
That's what one user said, yeah. Like a full team via description.
Okay, ease of use, powerful features, that's already big. But the elephant in the room is always cost. What does the article say about the money side?
And this is where it gets really dramatic. You have traditional pro videos, tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes. Even a low-budget indie video is usually thousands.
Right, easily. So VO3.
Completely flips the script. There are free trials, low-cost entry points. The article mentions subscriptions like maybe $8 a month for basic stuff, maybe $40 for higher quality HD.
$8, $40.
Yeah, even a pro tier around $250 a month. That's still way, way less than even renting a decent camera for a week. The source calls it orders of magnitude cheaper, like maybe 1% of the traditional cost sometimes.
Few $100 versus tens of thousands. That just opens things up massively.
It really does. And since it's cloud-based, you don't need a fancy computer, expensive software, cameras, lights, none of that. Just a basic laptop and internet. It really democratizes things for independent artists,
Yeah.
the ones without label backing.
So you strip away the need for gear, the deep technical skills, the massive budget,
Yeah.
replace it with creative ideas and a subscription. It seems like it fundamentally changes the game for artists getting visuals out there.
That seems to be the potential, yeah. High quality synced, custom videos, made fast, super cheap.
So, thinking about this, for you listening, whether you're an artist or just someone who watches videos, with this kind of accessibility, what does it actually mean for creativity? What new kinds of videos might we see? And maybe more profoundly, how does it change that relationship between an artist and how they look, how they're represented when they can essentially generate their own virtual performances?